have goals. I have things that I want to achieve. And I set deadlines for them. I set times in which I need to achieve this goal, or I want to achieve this goal, whatever goal this may be. And I drag it out. I don't do the things that I say I'm going to do. I slack. I say, I've got so much time to do it. I can slack off. I can take it easy. I can do all these things other than doing what I should be doing. And it comes to the point that you get so close to that goal, that deadline, and you might even skip. You might even miss the deadline that you give yourself. You might even, you might not even make that goal in mind. And what that does is creates doubt within yourself. And I've done this all throughout my life. Is I've tried to say I'm going to do something. I'm going to achieve something. I'm going to lose some weight. I'm going to, do some work. I'm going to work towards something. I give myself that deadline, that goal. But I don't sit down. I don't go out and do what I say I'm going to do, or what it takes to achieve that goal. I think I've got all the time in the world, but I haven't. My time is restricted. I'm only here for, let's say, 80 years. That's good. that's like a long, healthy, good life. Obviously, we can live longer than that. We can live shorter than that. But a decent age is 80 years old, and that's all I've got. Throughout the time of, years, and think about, the generations that have been, we're only here for them 80 years. If you look at it like that, it's not long at all. But if you look at it at like, oh, I've got, 50 years left, I've got 60 years left. Like, if you look at it like that, it sounds like a long time. But like, if you look at it like we are only here for 80 years of our life, compared to, if you want to believe in the dinosaurs, if you want to believe in the Big Bang, Jesus, and all these, Roman Empire, all these sorts of things. Years ago, thousands, millions of people have come and gone, and we're only here for 80 years. That's not much time at all. And I'm sat here, I'm thinking about these goals, I'm dreading doing the work that I need to do, to put in the hours, to, them things, me sitting down, me doing the work that I don't want to do, me going to the gym, me eating the right foods, me choosing to delay the gratification, is the thing that actually makes my life more meaningful, more happy. I'm happier at the end when I achieve them goals, when I reach them goals. And I've got it in me. You've got it in you. If you look at the past generation, your dad, your mum, your parents, your grandparents, have they achieved everything they wanted? And if they haven't, then you don't want to end up like that, do you? Because they can talk about the dreams, the experiences that they maybe missed out on because they had us, you, and, all due respect to them, that is their fault. That is their fault for having you. That's their fault for giving up on their dreams. But I don't want to end up like dreading and regretting my life. I don't want to be moaning to my kids. I don't want to regret having kids. I want to be able to have kids and make the right decision within that moment. Do everything that I want to do, or most of the things that I want to do and want to achieve, and then decide to have the kids. Then I can say I'm ready. And you can, there's an argument where you can say like you'll never be ready, and you could say the same for relationships and that sort of stuff. Or when does that ever stop? But I think there will come a point where you've tried most things, you've achieved to a certain degree, to a certain level, and there will come a time where you will know when it's the right time. But my point is you don't want to be able to regret that. Like, we're not here for long, and we need to stop wasting time on doing nothing that's meaningful anyway, nothing that's going to be something we're gonna be able to tell the kids. We're gonna be able to look back and say, I sat on my phone, I sat on my PC playing games all the time. Like, that's not exciting. That's not gonna excite your kids. That's not gonna be an exciting story. No one's gonna ask like, oh, did you win that game? Did you text that girl? Like, no one cares about that. It's not cool. It's not fun. It's not even life. And I want to be able to experience life and achieve the things that I want to achieve, that I want to get to, that I want to experience the life that I have in my mind, and I feel like I will. But there does come these times where I set these deadlines and I fail to meet them deadlines. I fuck up. I get lazy. I don't stick to it. I tell myself I've got all the time in the world, but I haven't. I've got 80 years if I'm lucky, 100 years if I'm extremely lucky, and look after myself. And in the worst case scenario, I've got another 25 years, maybe even less. We don't have much time at all, and I think there's power in thinking like that. The urgency, that urgency mindset of like thinking, no, I've only got this amount of time. It pushes us, it gets us up, it makes us go out and do something, makes us go out and get out of bed and go to the gym for the first time. It makes us book that holiday that we want to go on, buy that thing that we want to buy. I think there is it's a good way to think about. It gets me moving. It gets me thinking, like, where am I going to end up if I don't make this move, if I don't do this hard work right now? Am I going to regret my life? Am I going to get the life that I want? Because it's not just going to happen to me. It's not going to be given to me. I have to work for it. I have to work hard. We're men. We have to work for what we want. We have to work towards the goals. We have to achieve that vision that's in our mind. We have to see it and believe that we can do it. And we don't have long. We don't have long on this earth to be able to do that. Well, we do, but you get what I'm saying. That sense of urgency pushes us to get up and go and get up and try new things and be serious, but not be so serious sometimes. It depends in like what season you're in your life, is where, like, right now I'm less serious. I'm more about having conversations, connections, and just being just developing myself as like a personality, like trying to develop my personality more and have a laugh and have a joke and just expend money, to be honest with you, to not worry about it so much. Because you might say that, like, you know, there's going to be a waste of money on like clothes and going places like that, but it's an experience, and it's going to, you know, lead me to conversations with strangers. It's going to lead me to memories, and I don't see that as a waste. I see that as, you know, what I want to do in my current situation. That is the way forward for me right now. Because I've been that serious person for most of my life, to be honest with you. I've been that serious person, taking life too seriously. Now I want to like try and develop my character, and I feel like that this step right now is the next step forward to being where I want to be. What's your goal? What's your dream? Ponder on that and think about it. Hope this one helps, boys. Love you.